my mom had finally like said, forget it, let me just take him to the dentist, get his tooth fixed. He finally learned his lesson. No, I didn't, Mom. No, I did not. Yo, what's good, what's good? It's your boy McKeezy, aka Lil from the CO. And I ever tell you about the time, well, the 7 times I chipped my tooth? Now, we back in the car again. I'm in the back seat laying down, chilling. It was a little cold, a little rainy, so I'm like, let me chill in the back in the whip. But yeah, I ever tell you about it's like 7 times I chipped my tooth, or my teeth, my 2 front teeth at that. It wasn't just like no back teeth, no side tooth, nah, it was my 2 front teeth. Yeah, so let me get into it real quick. So, first things first, I've always been a snag-a-tooth. If you don't know what that is, I mean, it's just somebody whose teeth is just, yeah, horrific, just messed up. And it was my 2 front teeth, always. It's always been my 2 front teeth. I remember just when I was little, like, they just fell out. You know what I mean? Just like everybody else, they just fell out. But like, I felt like mine stayed out longer than like a lot of people's, like than everybody's. So they eventually grew back in, but not for that long. Like, it was just in my destiny to be a snag-a-tooth, I guess, as a kid. Because one day I was just chilling. We was at the crib, was at my house. We lived in a short. So this is just number 1. This is story number 1 out of like 7, I guess. And I'm gonna title this one Sharonda. We was all chilling at the crib. My mom had, at the time, she only had 4 kids, if I'm not mistaken. She just had my little sister, little Lisa. And my cousin Sharonda was at our crib for the weekend, if I'm not mistaken, or like a week, I don't know, however. She used to chill at the crib all the time. All right, we over there chilling, and I'm thinking this is my first time playing like the floor is lava, or we was playing shark. It was one of those two, but it was like my first time ever playing those. Cause I remember she was like, y'all ever played these games? Y'all ever played? I'm like, no, what's that? We don't jump over the furniture here. Like, we just play tag and hide. Like, nah, we don't do that. It's too many of us. And she's like, nah, y'all just gotta keep jumping from like, cause we was downstairs, we was in an apartment, and we was downstairs. We ain't had no carpet downstairs. We ain't had no carpet anywhere but on the steps in this apartment. But like, just to like let y'all know, like, we was downstairs. My mom always kept her bed. Like, she always made her room like the living room, like technically the living room. Like, you'll walk in, got our front room, then like a room right here, then the kitchen. She'd be like, this is just my bedroom. Just to like, cause I don't know, we live in a bad neighborhood, so she wanted to be on the ground floor, checking, making sure everything was straight. Cool, now that I'm older, I get it. But I be like, Mom, come on, bro, bring your bed upstairs, bro. Your room is upstairs. Like, you say this is your room upstairs, but this is your room now. Just stop chilling, Mom. Like, but anyway, we all in there, like, there's a bed in there, it's like a dresser, TV stand, like, just a bunch of stuff. Like for us, in our mind, it was just stuff, but in like my cousin's mind, she made us like use our imagination. These were obstacles and little bridges and stuff that we can hop over. You know what I mean? So we're just hopping and, you know what I mean, trying not to touch the floor. You know what I mean? If you guys don't know what lava is, like, I forget the name of the floor, but the floor is lava, but like, you just don't touch the floor. So we're just doing that, jumping around everywhere. And yeah, but like, I think it was like shark or something. It was like, I think it was like a variation of that game, because she was on the ground and like I was jumping. I went for like a big jump across, and like she pushed me. But like in the middle of pushing me, she realized like, oh shit, I just pushed him too hard. Now, you guys, growing up, I never wore a shirt in the house. I barely wore a shirt outside. Like, my mom was like, you got some pants on? Good, we good to go. Like, you're a little boy, you don't need a shirt. So I'm like, my nickname was Fat Boy. I'm just out there, fat stomach. Just everywhere. So I'm just running around the house like doing this with no shirt on. So like, in my mind, she pushed me and then pushed my ass again, like scratched my back. Like, I'm like, oh, she's in for blood. And I hit the ground face first. Boom. I get up. I'm like, damn. I'm embarrassed, but I'm like, damn. Why'd you just push me? Why'd you scratch me? Like, I'm really more focused on my back burning from the scratch more than my face. And like, everybody in the house made this face that I will see a lot in my life. Like, when I chip my teeth, everybody makes this like face, and they were just all I'm like, what? Like my back? I'm like, I turn around, like, is there like scratches on my back? They like, yeah, and hurry up and turn me back around. And I'm like, what? Like, and like, they like smile. I'm like, my cousin just start instantly like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm like, what? Like, I remember going like to the kitchen sink, cause I had like, I guess like little bits of my teeth was on my lip still, and I'm like, I spit it, like it was blood, like I knew it was blood in my mouth. I'm like, all right, something's up. I think like my lip is busted or something. Something's up. They're not really saying anything to me, so I run in there, and like I'm like, what the hell is that? Is that my teeth? And I did this one thing that I will always do, every time my tooth is chipped. I will take my tongue and like I will feel for it. And like this is the very first time I did it, I was just like, and like I didn't feel anything. I felt one tooth, but I didn't feel the other. And then I started rubbing my tongue against it, and I'm like, it's like a jagged point. It was like perfect, like cut direct, like shing, like I'll put a picture up. And I'm like, I run in, I'm like, okay, I ran past them. They like, stop, they're trying to stop me. I'm like, no, I'm going to the bathroom. I gotta see this. And it was just, half my tooth was just gone when I got to the bathroom. I'm like, are you serious? And like, it was shattered. It just wasn't like one piece, like, it cut completely in half, but the half that got cut off was just shattered. It was like, I was spitting it out. It was all nasty taste in my mouth. I'm like, bro, what? Like, is this real? Like, what? And like my cousin was apologizing. I remember my mom was like, she was just like in shock. Like she didn't really care. She was just like, I mean, not to say she didn't care. Like nobody was in trouble. Like, I mean, my main thing was in trouble for jumping over everything. But like, I mean, I wasn't mad at my cousin. Wasn't like, you know, a bad thing. It was like, he got my tooth chipped. And like, my mom took forever to take me back to the dentist to get it fixed. Like, she hated going to the dentist. She hated taking us just because she had like 4 kids in the dentist. Like, that's all day, bro. Especially with just us getting cleaning. Like, that's all. I know. I get it, Mom. I used to hate going. So, like, I get it. And that was, like, story 1, whatever. Like, my mom took me later on. But, like, it happened again. It happened, like, again, but, like, I had got it fixed. But then I had chipped it again, like, not too long later. But I forget how. I was doing, like, some... Like, it was as like, I was playing as a kid. I was still young in elementary school when it happened. But this time I had chipped one, all right, went on a little while later. And then like a couple months later, I chipped the other one. So you guys, this was when I got the full triangle in my grill. Like this was my signature look for years. Like my double chipped tooth. And this is when it began. Like, and that was like for years, I guess, like, until like middle school hit. My mom had finally like said, forget it, let me just take him to the dentist, get his tooth fixed. He finally learned his lesson. No, I didn't, Mom. No, I did not.